A study carried out by UNDP, UNFPA, UN Women, and UNV surveyed more than 10,000 men in 6 countries across Asia and the Pacific to find out how many men perpetrate violence against women and to understand from men themselves why it is so. Men's use of violence against women in Asia and the Pacific is both varied and widespread. At least 1 in 4 men said they used violence against a partner. At least 1 in 10 men said they had raped a woman or girl.
Females all over the world are being abused and used for sexual practices. Many of those who survive still live a life of fear, poverty, and are neglected by the police and their community. But with the support of donations, Equality Now can reduce and eventually diminish the number of endangered women through the government and their laws. Domestic violence has occurred to around 35% of women, according to the World Health Organization, which shows that about 1/3 of half the population has already faced sexual and/or physical abuse. I chose this global issue because on social media, I see stories of women being raped and abused for practically doing nothing. Still, I and every other female on this planet Earth are in danger of harmful, consentless practices. And what's important to know is that if I hadn't been as fortunate as I am, or was born where I was, I already could have suffered from this. The charity I chose for this global issue is Equality Now, which has been open since 1992, trying to solve this unjust towards women. This charity caught my attention because it allows survivors to share their stories and provides them with support through donations. Equality Now has testified and has recruited women to find evidence for a case which put a murder of 8,000 to 40 years in prison in both 1995 and 2016. Along with that, Equality Now has also partnered with the Women Against Violence in Society, the Child Welfare Society, and the Institute for Human Rights and Development in Africa to lift the ban of pregnant girls not being allowed to go to school in March of 2020. Right now, many women are stuck at home with nowhere to run from abuse and violence within their household. And so, donations to Equality Now will help save these women from a possibly fatal act of domestic brutality. Make sure you vote for Equality Now so we can afford to support other victims in need. And please donate to P4A 2021 on their website. Your donations will be guaranteed to go to any good cause out there.